This isn't just repair, this is a complete re-engineering of machinery, using fundamental principles, raw steel, and incredible skill. Every project begins with a forensic analysis. Here, high-pressure water stripping reveals the true enemy, corrosion. The first step in any retrofit, a full teardown. This is crucial to assess the integrity of the main chassis. Now the engineering solution begins. Raw steel stock is selected for the new, custom-built support structure. The cut components are laid out. She's designing a truss system, using triangles for maximum rigidity and load distribution. The welder must control the heat input precisely to ensure deep penetration without weakening the surrounding metal. Look at the methodical application of the welds. This prevents the structure from warping under thermal stress. Grinding the welds is not just for aesthetics. It removes surface impurities and reduces stress concentrators. The new component integrates perfectly with the original frame, a testament to meticulous planning and execution. From structural repair, we now pivot to an even more audacious project, a radical reinvention of a vehicle's core function. The entire rear swing arm and drivetrain must be custom fabricated. This requires a deep understanding of advanced mechanical principles. A new, wider frame is welded into place. Notice the expert in the background, likely providing guidance on the design. A vibrant red coating is applied. This isn't just cosmetic. A quality paint layer is the first line of defense against corrosion. The heart of the new drivetrain, installing the axle bearings. These must be perfectly aligned to handle the rotational forces. The massive wheel is maneuvered into position. The physics of leverage and balance are on full display. A final inspection ensures all connections are secure before the machine undergoes its first operational test. Now our story shifts from fabrication to pure mechanical restoration. This old tractor is more than just rusted. It's a piece of history. The restoration begins with a careful disassembly. Each part is a clue to the engine's past failures and future needs. With the main components exposed, the true challenge of this mechanical resurrection is revealed. She meticulously inspects the tractor's steering mechanism. In any heavy machinery, control is paramount. The air filter is inspected. A clogged filter can starve an engine of oxygen, drastically reducing its power output. Draining the engine oil, the dark, viscous fluid tells a story of extreme thermal breakdown and contamination. Now she delves deep into the engine's core. Every gasket, seal, and bearing will be inspected and likely replaced. Even the cleaning process is methodical, using solvent to break down years of accumulated grease. From this wider angle, we see the setting. This isn't a hobby. It's essential work in a rural landscape. Back to the engine. Each bolt must be torqued to specific values to ensure a perfect seal and prevent stress fractures. A moment of confidence. The machine is slowly coming back to life under her skilled hands. The restoration is not just about function, but also preservation. Every part is treated with care. The project is complete, a look of satisfaction, the quiet pride of an engineer who has conquered a complex problem. The contrast between the modern woman and the ancient machine highlights the timeless nature of engineering challenges. The focus required is immense. Each movement is precise, each decision calculated. An attempt to start the engine, this diagnostic test, will help isolate the problem between fuel, air, spark, and compression. Using a wrench with a pipe for extra leverage, a simple but effective application of mechanical physics to overcome a rusted bolt. A simple jack is used to lift the heavy chassis, another example of force multiplication at work. With the wheel reinstalled, it's time to reinflate the tire. Proper tire pressure is critical for stability and load bearing. The careful cleaning is a vital preparatory step for the new paint job. The new coating will only adhere to a perfectly clean surface. The transformation begins. A new coat of paint will protect the raw metal from the elements. She applies the paint with long, even strokes to ensure a uniform thickness and a durable finish. Every part of the machine, large and small, receives a new protective layer. And now for a touch of personality. The choice of pink for the wheels is a bold statement of ownership and pride. The scene shifts again, but the theme of ingenuity persists. This appears to be a custom-built utility vehicle. We move to another project, a motorcycle undergoing major surgery. The power drill speeds up the otherwise laborious disassembly. Detailed work on the rear axle. The precision of these components is measured in fractions of a millimeter. Careful work on the frame itself. Any modification here can have a major impact on the bike's handling. And now she welds, donning protective gear. She joins two pieces of metal into a single, strong component. Work continues on the motorcycle's complex rear assembly. This is where the power is transferred to the road. The level of detail is extraordinary. Each part has a specific function, and a single mistake can lead to failure. A power tool is used to tighten the axle nut, applying a precise amount of torque to secure the entire assembly. From large fabrications to intricate repairs, the principles of engineering are universal. The final torquing of the fasteners. This machine is almost ready to return to service. The tool is disassembled down to its core components, a preventative maintenance strategy that extends its operational life. Every part is meticulously cleaned. Built-up carbon dust from the brushes can cause catastrophic failure. Reassembly begins. The complex wiring must be reconnected exactly as it was designed. The final checks she spins the shaft by hand to ensure there is no binding in the gears or bearings. The next subject, a motorcycle engine in dire need of a rebuild. The exhaust manifold shows extreme thermal stress and corrosion. The vehicle in action, a successful test drive. It navigates the rural road, a testament to its builder's skill. She carefully disassembles the saw, her movements methodical. She understands this machine down to its last screw. The saw's motor is separated from the blade assembly. This allows for a thorough inspection of both systems. She cleans the components, removing sawdust and grease that can cause overheating and premature wear. The meticulous painting continues. This level of care shows immense pride in her tools and her work. The saw is put back together. The process is the reverse of disassembly, but requires even greater care to ensure proper alignment. The power cord and trigger switch are reconnected. A mistake here could be a serious electrical hazard. The delicate task of reconnecting the motor's power leads. Her steady hands make this complex task look easy. She tests the saw's function, ensuring the blade spins freely and the safety guard operates correctly. This workshop is a hub of constant innovation. The sheer number of tools and parts reveals the scope of her work. The tool is fully assembled, ready for service. A quiet moment of completion before moving to the next challenge. With the sole repaired, she immediately puts it to use, transitioning seamlessly from one task to the next. She moves on to a much larger machine, an old tractor. Using a grinder, she begins removing decades of rust. Two old tractors awaiting restoration. For our engineer, this is not a junkyard, but a library of potential. The tractors are towed to the workshop. The project is underway. Work begins under the chassis. This is difficult, dirty work that requires strength and dexterity. She now takes over the repair, her hands immediately finding the critical areas that need attention. A systematic teardown. Each part is removed, inspected, and assessed for repair or replacement. Cleaning a component. Beneath the grime lies a functional part, waiting to be salvaged. Final tightening of a critical bolt. The restoration is nearing completion. She inspects her work, her satisfaction stemming from a job, well engineered and skillfully executed. We dive deep into another engine overhaul. The hands, though dirty, move with the grace of a surgeon. Attention shifts to the fuel system. The tank is inspected for contaminants that could cripple the engine. Her confidence with power tools is evident. She is in complete control of her craft. Replenishing the engine oil. This is the lifeblood of the engine, providing lubrication and cooling to the internal components. Careful tightening of an engine mount. These bolts must withstand constant vibration. The starter motor is removed. If this component fails, the entire engine is useless. The starter is carefully reassembled. A small mistake here would mean repeating the entire process. The finished starter motor, fully rebuilt and ready for reinstallation. The motor is mounted back onto the engine block. Its gear ready to engage the flywheel. Final electrical connections are made. The system is almost ready for its first test. A fresh coat of paint is applied. This is the final step in a long and arduous restoration process. Every surface receives attention. This is a comprehensive, professional-grade restoration. The final project, a complete motorcycle overhaul, beginning with a cosmetic touch-up on a tractor wheel. She drives the tractor, a brief moment of transport, before diving into the next complex repair. The crucial first step, a thorough cleaning to wash away corrosive salts and damaging grit before disassembly. The teardown begins. She works with a quiet confidence, her hands moving with purpose and experience. The work continues, each part removed bringing her closer to the heart of the problem. Now she tackles the clutch assembly, a complex system of plates and springs that transmits the engine's power. Each component of the clutch basket is meticulously cleaned. Old oil and metal filings are carefully removed. With the clutch rebuilt, she moves to the rest of the engine, working quickly and efficiently. The engine side cover is reinstalled, its gasket providing a critical seal against oil leaks. A final check of her work. She ensures every bolt is tight, every part secure. The test drive. The bike runs smoothly, its power restored. This is the ultimate proof of her engineering prowess. In the end, it is not just about the machine. It is about the power of human ingenuity to create order from chaos. Using a solvent bath, she meticulously cleans each gear and bearing. This isn't just cleaning, it's decontamination. The clean components are laid out in a specific order for reassembly. This methodical process, known as kitting, prevents errors. The assembly of the transmission gears. The alignment must be perfect for smooth shifting. Using a power tool to reassemble the engine block. The speed is matched by her precision and control. The assembly continues, piece by piece, a complex three-dimensional puzzle taking shape. Verifying the complete assembly before it's sealed. Once the cover is on, corrections are impossible without a full teardown. She pours fresh oil into the newly rebuilt engine. This clean lubricant is essential for a proper break-in period. A final, thorough inspection of the entire motorcycle. Her reputation rides on the quality of this rebuild. And now, The final test. The woman who rebuilt it from scratch takes it for a ride, a journey of her own making. The motorcycle, once a collection of worn-out parts, is now a symbol of resilience and technical mastery. A final, lingering shot. The bond between the rider and the machine is forged not in a factory, but in the fires of the workshop. A very special thank you to the owner of the YouTube channel, @TheMechanicalGirl, for creating this wonderful video and allowing me to comment. If you enjoyed this narrative, please visit and support their channel at the link in the description below.